Right now, we really don't have any 99 overall cards in MLB The Show 22 quite yet. But if you get the right equipment on him, your cap can basically play up to that 99 overall. But that doesn't always matter. They're only going to play as good as their swing and as good as you play with them. So in this video, I'm going to give you an updated version of the best swings in MLB The Show 22 that you should be using on your created ball player. Let me know if you found one that you're having a lot of success with, and let's hop right into it. For those of you who don't know how to get there and edit your bandstands, you're going to go up to this player icon up here. It's going to take you over to your ball player. You're going to go over to appearance and then motion and sounds. You'll see right there, batting stance creator. Go that, you can change your bandstance right there where it says bandstance. I still use Ketel Marte. I think Ketel Marte has one of the best swings in the entire game. His 93 overall card plays way up, and I mean way up, because his swing is so good. You could still argue he's the best middle infielder in the game. But there's still a lot of good swings you can use. But before we talk about that, couple things note. If you are a switch hitter, try and stick with players who are switch hitters. For example, my guy's a switch hitter, Ketel Marte's a switch hitter. It just doesn't make their swing all weird and clunky when you switch to the opposite side. But there's still a lot of players that, let's say, are lefties that work on the right-hand side too. You just want to make sure not a lot is going on and it's not very long and clunky. For example, we'll use Freddie Freeman. He's a left-handed hitter, obviously. This is from the right side, and this swing I just do not think would be good. It has a little bit of a glitch when you go back for your loadout, and when you come to the ball, you're gonna have a hard time timing it up from the right-hand side. There's just way too much going on here that it will not be an effective swing. Where somebody like Adam Frazier, who really doesn't have a lot of movement, a little bit of a bat wiggle up top, this swing I could see having some success from the left-hand side. Clint Frazier, righty though, this is just a little bit too weird of a swing from the left-hand side. It's gonna be too much, so it won't be effective, but I think you get the point. So let's talk about some swings that are actually effective from both sides of the plate. We're going to talk about two lefties that are on the Astros, but they will work from both sides. One of them being Kyle Tucker. I think Kyle Tucker is one of the best swings in the game. You see, he does have a little bit of movement with his hands, but I think his loadout and his follow through are very nice and smooth. That can be effective from the right-hand side. And I think from a lefty standpoint, he is arguably a top 3 swing in the entire game. I love Kyle Tucker cards. He's definitely somebody that I would consider that could be effective from the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Another one would be Yordan Alvarez. He doesn't have a lot of movement going up top, a little bit of wiggle, more of an open batting stance, but you see, the swing from the right-hand side, he's a lefty naturally, it doesn't look bad. It looks very easy. He's gonna come towards the middle of the plate. I think the loadout's nice and smooth, not too clunky, and like Kyle Tucker cards, I think whenever a new card comes out, they're one of the best cards in the game just because the swing is so damn good. So these are definitely two swings that can work from both sides of the plate. But now let's talk about a couple switch hitters here. One of them being Wander Franco. Wander Franco's a switch hitter, so it's not going to feel weird batting from the left-hand side or the right-hand side. It's going to feel pretty natural. Easy swing, little bit of a bat wiggle out top, just like everybody else. Little bit more open of a stance, but nothing too drastic. And you notice how all these ones I'm showing you have already naturally been labeled. Like they have one of the best swings in the game. Wander Franco cards, even though his stats are never amazing, they always play way up because he's got a nice swing, easy to make contact, but like Ketel Marte, it's more of a line drive and spray type swing. Where I think Kyle Tucker and Yordan, you get more power. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense, but it does for me. I feel like you hit more line drives with Wander Franco's swing. Next up, let's talk about the rookie phenom, Adley Rutschman. He basically has nothing going on with this swing. Everything's pretty steady, a little bit of a bat wiggle up top, of course, but he is a switch hitter. I feel like people always say they really like Adley Rutschman's swing as well. I'm indifferent about it. I think every other one I've shown so far has been a lot better, but I'm just trying to give you options here. Adley Rutschman definitely does have a nice, easy swing. So of course, try it. If you have a lot of success with it, stick with that. Otherwise, we can move on to another switch hitter, which is Jose Ramirez. He has a lot going on with his swing up top, but he is a switch hitter, and a lot of people have used his cards because he's got a high overall Live Series Diamond that you probably used in BR, or you have him on your Diamond Dynasty squad. He's a switch hitter, so the swing's gonna just feel natural when you're up there. And even though his swing looks like a little bit of a lot up top, his legs don't do a lot. He's got a really nice loadout to where it just feels very smooth coming off the bat, and I don't think Jose Ramirez gets talked enough for how good his swing actually is. Jose Ramirez cards always play amazing. Obviously, he has really good stats, but imagine putting that swing on basically a ball player that's going to play like a 99 overall. I promise you, you're going to crush the ball with that. And then these last three are more of just some other options for you to try out if you want. We got David Pelt of the Diamondbacks. He's got no movement in this swing whatsoever, so the loadout's going to be really easy, short and compact to the ball. Like, obviously, David Peralta's a left-handed hitter, but from a righty standpoint, this still looks like a really easy swing. Like, deadass, there is nothing. The only movement is his top hand opens up every once in a while. That's about it. Hunter Renfroe is very similar. He doesn't have a lot going on in his swing at all. Very slight movement with the top of his hands, kind of wiggling the bat a little bit. I have a good feeling this swing's going to feel really good. I know his swing's pretty aggressive in BR from a right-handed standpoint, so it's definitely going to lead to a lot of power. Might take some time to get used to timing, could be a little bit of a longer swing. But I feel like with this, with how much velo you get from the swing, if you make solid contact, the ball's going to fly, even from the left-hand side. And then I know a lot of people just like this card already, and it's Brian Reynolds. He's a switch hitter. A lot of people say he's got a really nice swing as well. He's one of the better cards in the game. I remember his finest last year. People were saying he's the best card in the game over cards that are like top-notch end-game outfielders. Doesn't have a lot going on. He's already a natural switch hitter, so it's going to be really easy to get used to. But in case you don't like any of those, I think some of these stances could be good too. I really like this veteran stance swing just because his hands stay up top, a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit more of an open stance, but not a ton of movement going on. So just something to think about here. But anyways, boys, there you go. There's a handful of good batting stances that you should definitely consider putting on your ball player. Your player's only going to be good as the swing you are with him. That was worded very weird. Your player's only going to be as good as the swing you have on him. So definitely consider picking somebody from this list. Let me know in the comment section if you found one that you're having a lot of success with. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.